It's 0600. What's the O stand for? Oh, my God, it's early.
Wake me up, wake me up, wake up, wake me up, wake me up, wake up.
Rob Thompson.
Ginobili the other way in transition to the with a left-hand slam.
I want some nasty.
Rudy J.
Cowboys win. How else would you settle this game?
How about this, Cowboys?
Begin each day as if it were on purpose.
I wake up in the morning, I kiss excellence.
R&R in the morning on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning to you.
Good morning, good morning.
Get up, get moving. It's Monday and it's R&R. He is Rudy. I'm Rob. Easy E driving this boat. UTSA takes another one on the road up there in North Texas. 37-29. Started fast and closed them strong. Took a nice win home coming back with Rice this week. Let's welcome on the head coach of your 5 consecutive winning UTSA Roadrunner team, Jeff Traylor. Morning, Coach. How you doing today?
Good morning. Thanks for having me on.
No problem. What's going on, Coach? Happy to be coming home?
Oh yeah, that was a good one to get. It's a lot of ways to learn from that game, but it's always easier to learn from a win than from a loss. So I'm glad we got out of there, and hard fought game, but the streak stays alive.
Wait, I'm interested in something you just said. You said there's a lot more to learn from a win. You know what? So pull the curtain back. I would think, outside looking in, just being a media type, you learn more from losses. So you learn more from wins. Did I hear you right?
Well, it's just easier. I don't know. You learn more.
Oh, okay,
it's
gotcha.
Easier to learn from because it's not as painful. I wouldn't even know what the analogy to be. The first one that came to my mind, Rudy, was like food. Like when you eat something and it's just gosh awful terrible, you learn you don't want it. But when you eat something it's just kind of okay, but it goes down, I don't know. I might do that again later. I'd say that's kind of how we played Saturday. It wasn't one of them ones where you just spit it out your mouth. It's bad, but it wasn't as good as we could be either. And we won. So guess what? We've won 5 in a row. We're starting to smell ourselves a little bit right now. And old head man saw a lot of things on video I didn't really like. So coming my dude strong this week. Let's see how they respond Saturday.
Run game picking up as certainly you dominated the line of scrimmage, it felt like. And Cephas caught the ball effectively. Barnes running the ball. It was very much as far as complimentary football, it seemed about as even a game as you've had.
Yeah, I mean, see, that's because you're being a good, positive human this morning. I appreciate it. I thought we played as good as we have all year in the first half.
Yeah.
And I thought we pretty much laid an egg in the second half, except for the 5-minute and 50-second drive, which miraculously our kids realized, if we don't kick this thing in gear, they're fixing to get the ball back, and this quarterback's really freaking good, and we might be in trouble. And then miraculously, we roll down the field. And you know how hard that is to do when there's 6 minutes left in the game,
right?
And they know what you're trying to do, and we still throw the ball very well. We run it very well. We execute a big 4th and 1 in our own minus, which lets me know my kids can do darn near what they want to when we're locked in and focused. And we got to get that going again because I didn't think we were in the second half. Just a personal opinion.
So, okay, I get where you come from because, again, when they did score and they're down 8 and then you look up and it's 5:50, I guess you kind of find out a lot about you. It's kind of like with my daughter. Like when she brings home all A's, I'm like, so why do I have to ride you so much to get you to this point? That means you can do it. Like, why am I riding you about it, Coach? If you know you can do it, just play this way the whole 60 minutes.
Thank you, Rudy. I could not agree with you more. But I think we got to give your daughter credit because she did go do it, and my kids did go do it. But we got to give Pops credit for helping, and you got to give the head coach a little credit.
Yes, sir.
But now Pops gonna keep coaching that daughter, and you'd rather coach your daughter off of an A.
Right.
Than you would that hard lesson of being a D and her being ineligible at some point in her career. That's what I meant earlier by it. I'd rather coach off this lesson than I would the other lesson. Maybe I should have gave a grade analogy. See, Rudy, you're better at that. I should have given a grade analogy. Food analogy while ago.
It's all good. I'm hungry too, Coach.
He is Jeff Traylor joining us for his weekly. Coach, as you 5 straight wins, you're heading toward, and certainly you can start smelling the bowl, and you talked about it. What's the championship like for y'all? Is there an East and a West, or is it just top 2 teams?
Top 2.
Top 2.
And we control our own destiny, which is always a good thing because we haven't given one away yet. So there will be no talk if we don't take care of home business against Rice this Saturday. So that's the only one we're looking at. But I am glad guys like you are at least talking about us being in the hunt.
Coach, I promise I'm not lying. I'm gonna pull the curtain back for you. Rob and I talking right before you came on, like, should we even ask him how the championship works? You know how coach is. You know he's gonna be looking at the next game. We said, no, let's just ask him. So I'm shocked you even answered, Coach.
Well, I mean, we're not asking whether you're gonna be there. We just want to know the process.
I didn't know if he was gonna want to even talk about it. You know how he is.
Well, that's the rules. Top two teams. There is no East and West.
Okay.
It's all about trying to get your guys in the New Year's Six game, and that's where I'm a little worried. If you want to go conspiracy theory, we're probably the least sexy of the teams because we have 3 losses. So we've got to win out because Tulane's everybody's. That's the story, right? And SMU's the story. We're the nightmare. There's no one rooting for the Roadrunners except for San Antonio people. I can promise you.
Oh yeah, okay.
I like that.
Okay, Coach. Look, and we go. If people want to call us biased, that's fine. But when I'm okay, yes, y'all got 3 losses, but look at what Army just did to Air Force, who was undefeated, right? Tennessee. I mean, I'm not disrespecting Tulane because I know we're gonna see them, and that's gonna be a huge game. But they got their game on their schedule is Ole Miss, and they lost that game. Their first 3 games don't look like y'all's games, and that's just me being fair. Sexy or not.
We didn't get to play an FCS team. If we played an FCS team like everybody else got to, Rudy, you and I both know we're sitting here being 7-2 and not 6-3.
Let me tell you, that Army win looked really good for you guys. Army looked really good, and you were far more competitive, I felt like, than Air Force was.
Well, like I said, though, to repeat myself, I know I'm being a boring interview here.
No.
None of this matters. None of this matters.
Well, it does in the eyes of voters and bowls. It does. For us on our side, it does, Coach. Now, you don't need to pay attention to it. That's our job. But the idea, there is a beauty contest going on, whether you like it or not.
Not if I don't take care of business Saturday.
That's what we got to do.
If we get to talking about this too much, which I'm doing it with you guys, so I understand you got a job, and I like having some fun, and I like kicking it around. I can't wait till the day I get to hang it up and just do this kind of stuff and talk and enjoy life a little bit. But right now, I got to keep 112 young men motivated that we didn't play as good as we were capable of Saturday. We could have choked the game out if we just stopped one of those 2-point plays. If we just stopped one of those 2-point plays, that ending's totally different. But we don't stop 1 2-point play. I burned a timeout. We looked at the formation. We knew the play that was coming. We still didn't stop the dadgum thing.
Coach, you never trailed. You scored in every quarter.
Yep. I like it because you're feeding your positive dog today, but I'm not going there with you today. I like it.
Well, Coach, congratulations on what was spectacular. Now, this weekend's going to be a good one because not only is Rice coming to town, you got a lot of their alums, but it's Military Appreciation Weekend and another great opportunity for San Antonio to get down and enjoy great football for one of the hottest teams in all the country.
Yeah, and I've seen our boosters again stepping up. Mr. Harvey again buying all those tickets. April and Sarah buying tickets. Martin Salinas buying tickets. I mean, it's just those kind of things, man. It's what makes this place so special. And I'm sure there's a lot of people doing it that I don't even know about, that I didn't even name right here. It's a really cool city, and it's just a great time to be a road runner. And we're excited to get this thing going again. And we really want to play well for our home crowd Saturday.
Coach, I don't know. Where do you stand on being bowl eligible? I mean, talking to you for a few years, I know you want more, but do you give yourself and the team a day or two to enjoy that? I saw the shirts in the locker room. Do you give your time itself to enjoy that, even though you want more, obviously?
I think you just have to. It's so hard to do, Rudy. It's 4 years in a row now.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all be honest, when y'all saw my goofy tail get hired, Mr. High School coach from Gilmer, Texas, 2019, there ain't one of y'all sat around with your buddies and go, we fixed it being a bowl game 4 straight years in a row.
I didn't. I didn't, Coach. I didn't. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I was trying to figure out where Gilmore was.
I'm not gonna say. See, he ain't from East Texas, Coach. Don't take that. Don't take that. He can't talk about us East Texas boys like that. I'm a Tyler, Texas guy. We beast Texas. We're not gonna take that from you, Rob.
I'm just glad he said Gilmer, Rudy. He didn't say Gilmore.
But not up there by Tyler. Anyway.
Yeah, but no, congrats. No, seriously, congratulations on being bowl eligible. Because again, you got to remember, not everybody's going to the pros, right? And that, for a lot of your guys on the team, it may be their last game they play. So that's a big deal.
there's another carrot out there people don't really talk about. Believe it or not, these kids are still trying to get a college degree.
That too.
And one of the motivating factors, you got to pass a certain amount of hours to play in the bowl game. So when you get in the bowl game early, like we're in that thing now in November, right? Early. I can literally say, if you don't get these grades up, you're not going to where we're going. You're going to be left at home. So there's one more carrot. I'm not some magic man. The reason these kids behave and they pass their classes, they want to play in the game. And when I don't let them play in the game, that motivates those suckers. So I got another carrot to dangle over their head to get them a degree right now.
That's a good one. Because, that's a good one, Coach. Yeah, I like that.
See, it doesn't stop at high school.
Because,
you still got to make the grades.
I forget about the grade part, Coach, because we're so deep in the NIL, because we feel like it's pro sports now. I'm not gonna lie to you. I forget you still gotta go to class and pass the classes.
You gotta have 9 hours passed, and gotta have, that your GPA gotta be a certain GPA depending on where they are in their degree. So yeah, they've got some requirements. And I know everybody out there's going, who couldn't pass 9 hours? So come on now, if you're a senior and you've already got your degree and you're working on your master's, and you're not going to a bowl, you might not go to class anymore the rest of the year. But when you're going to a bowl, you want to go with your buddies, and you're going to get those classes passed in those master's classes.
Well, bowl eligible, they sit 5 consecutive wins, unblemished in conference. Rice on the way in. Hey, congratulations, Coach. We'll celebrate it's done celebrating. Let's get to work. We got Rice coming. Make sure you're down there celebrating with the rest of us. Congratulations, Coach. Good week.
Last week, Rob had me laughing harder than I ever have. And this week, we dive into grades and food. We got a good thing going, boys. I'll see y'all. God bless.
Appreciate you.